I'm a little late, but like a few months ago or last year, Sega confirmed that Sonic is still homeless, and it makes a lot of sense. But before I, get into the video a little bit more, like and subscribe, and let's get started. So, the reason why I say it makes a lot of sense that Sonic is homeless, because in the early games, you don't see Sonic. Well, Sonic is always on a move all the time, and he's always in, like, he travels to various places, and most of the time you never see him inside of a house. Okay, and Sonic 1, he's just traveling, trying to find aliens. Sonic 2, trying to find aliens. Stop playing. Sonic 3, same thing. And then, like, when they get to modern Sonic, it's absolutely the same thing. He's always, like, going to different places. You don't ever see Sonic settling down at a house. A lot of sense, and I bet a bunch of people, like, know this already. Some people already know. Even, I think in the Archie Sonic comics, he doesn't have a house. I don't know. Maybe the only time you see Sonic in a house is the Sonic. I don't know, the Sonic OVA, I'm guessing. Yeah, but it makes a lot of sense, so if you're a long time Sonic fan. Okay, so this person says, they asked the question on the Sonic Wiki song. This person says, does Sonic have a house? He doesn't. Most of the time he doesn't have a house. Okay, so what? Okay, so this person says Sonic and Sonic Prime, in the first episode, said that his home is in Green Hill Zone. That couldn't be possible because in the first Sonic game, you're just doing non-stop traveling. I ain't never seen like a house in Green Hill Zone, so that's probably not like canon. So yeah, the question was, does Sonic have a house? Does Sonic have a house? Is his home ever shown in the games? Or is Sonic just a wanderer? A guy who always travels from place to place? Yes, he is. The only piece of media where Sonic has a house is Sonic Boom, and in the Sonic the Hedgehog OVA, he apparently has an abandoned plane wreckage. Yeah, I thought he had a house on Sonic OVA too, because there one scene where he's relaxing on the beach. Is that where the house was at? He's apparently homeless in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Saturday AM and in Sonic Underground. His home is never shown in any of those episodes. I don't think Sonic needs a home anyways, being faster than the speed of light. He can just move from place to place. He doesn't need a house. Yeah, I think Sonic just travels like place to place. You never actually seen him settle down on one spot for too long, unless he's taking a rest. In Sonic 3, you see Sonic sleeping in like the middle of nowhere. Not the middle of nowhere, but he's sleeping and then Knuckles knocks the Chaos Emeralds at him. He never had a home, really. Okay. This person said, I think he's a drifter, but I'm personally headcanon that Prime mentioned Green Hill Zone was just his memory being screwed up by the prisms shattering. Just because he remained in one piece doesn't necessarily mean he was totally unaffected. Okay, so this person said, the predefined established Sonic franchise agrees with you that Sonic is a no-bad, but they decided to make Prime canon for some reason. I'm just gonna say some reason. Them making Green Hill his home was really stupid to me. Acknowledging South Island's lure as an island that moves in the ocean regardless or whether it's canon or not. It being canon is just an insult to injury. Okay, I don't think he likes the idea of Sonic Prime being canon. Sonic living in a crashed 747, which is actually based on a floating island, is really sick. Okay. I'm not gonna read the rest. Somebody said technically no, given how much Sonic travels. This person said, given how much Sonic likes to travel, maybe he doesn't think owning a house would be practical. This person said he lives in that whole village in Saturday and has a hideout in underground. This person said his friends have houses, but he doesn't. Okay, we're fighting over stuff that's not canon and what is canon. We're just wondering if he had a house in any franchise. I mean, any series that he was in. This person said the way I can explain it in a non-canon way, he should have a house on South Island, but it is probably never seen in game because of how Sonic is usually traveling around the world like a neighborhood. And Sonic technically would need to get back to the house if he is able to travel so easily across the planet. That's probably how I see it. Okay, they gave some good answers, very good answers. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this one goes back to 2009. What the heck? But I'm wondering, did he have like homes in the Archie Sonic comics? I don't think so. But I could look and see. I don't know. I like Archie Sonic. Oh, okay. So somebody said in Archie Sonic he has a house. What? Okay. So in Archie Sonic he does have a house. What? That's so out of character, man. You know, Sega probably wouldn't agree with that. This is what I found. It says at the onset of the series, Sonic's original home was Knothole Village, a secret woodland base hidden within the great forest outside of Robotropolis. That sounds interesting. Maybe I should read up on it, but I wouldn't have known it because I didn't read that much Archie Sonic. But some of the lore is interesting. And that's why I said before when I started this video, Sonic never had a home in the first place because he's always on the move and always traveling. In the early games, you don't really see Sonic inside of a house. Sonic 1, 2, and 3. And whenever he's stopping to get some rest. You don't see him inside of a shed to stop and sleep on a bed. So it makes a lot of sense. This has been a thing since the early days of Sonic. So it's not quite surprising. Some fans know that he is homeless. I mean, and like, at this point, you guys should know just by looking at the games and stuff. Yeah, I completely understand why this is a thing. Dude, this person said that Sonic's house from Sonic and the Secret Rings is canon. I don't think that Sonic and the Secret Rings and Black Knight is canon. I think those are outside of the main timeline, because this happens in a totally different universe, and the characters are like alternate versions of the characters. So I don't think that Sonic and the Secret Rings canon, just like Black Knight. I don't think so. And no, just because Sonic got a house and Sonic got a Secret Rings, it don't mean he stays in that house throughout the entire franchise. That doesn't even make any sense. You know, I don't think Sonic and the Secret Rings is canon. It wouldn't make sense. Why do you need to make a fantasy world with Sonic in it canon? You know, it was just a fun game. It was a fun game and something creative that Sega did with the game, but I don't think they should make it canon. Okay, so I guess I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that. A lot of people saying this canon, a lot of people saying it's not canon. I don't want to get into that. I'm gonna leave it to the Sonic experts. But somebody said I'm ready that it is just because it's mentioned. But if you go by it being mentioned inside of something else that's Sonic, then, like, for example, that makes Sonya canon because she was inside of a Sonic game, you know? Despite her being inside of a Sonic cartoon, Sonic Underground. But if you, like, reference something from a long time ago, that automatically makes it canon, you know? That doesn't even make any sense. But, you know, I don't want to really get into that. But Sonic being homeless being announced, I guess this is just for new fans to, you know, I think it was something for the new fans to find out about Sonic, because like it's a bunch of new people just not entering the Sonic fan base, so Sega has to put that out there so that new fans will know, because the older fans already know and was already familiar with how Sonic, you know, the dynamic of Sonic is like, you know, he's always traveling all the time. He doesn't have enough time like to rest and you know, lay around when the world is always in danger because of Eggman. You won't have enough time to be inside of a house, you know. And I don't know why is it so surprising for people. Some people don't like Sonic being homeless. I mean, okay, that's up to them. It ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just like, what? I think that's part of his character. But yeah, they announced this like I think back in 2024. I'm late. I didn't want to report on this when they said something about it, but I'm late, as I always be. But let me know what you guys think about Sonic being homeless. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video.